I have never claimed to be a very intelligent person, but it is days like today that make me question whether or not every time a professor or my wife has told me that I did a smart, that they were just patronizing me or not. So I left the office about a week ago and I turned the thermostat off because it was going to be hot outside. And I didn't think, hey, dude, it's still winter. I walked in this morning and it was 49 degrees in here, and thank goodness I decided to show up to work today, because if I hadn't, it's supposed to get below zero tonight. Having now said that, today's topic is on what I'm going to be classifying as a big brain move, and I just want your expectations to be colored a little bit before we get there. The NFA is unconstitutional. It's outdated. It should not exist, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's awful, and we shouldn't have to do it. Having now said that, many people are getting into NFA stuff because the tax stamp has gone to $0, and there has been a movement to push those items to common use through ownership, and that's one of the mechanisms that we eventually get rid of that thing. So I think that more people are willing to do that nowadays because the tax stamp has fallen off, even though the whole process is absolutely not okay. One of the least okay things about the NFA is that for every single form that you submit, you must submit duplicate copies of your fingerprints. This is a fingerprint card. Now, there are a couple different ways that you can do that. You can literally take 2 copies of this and attach it to your Form 4, and that sucks. And we'll come back to why that is here in a minute. That's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to attach an electronic fingerprint file. There's a space to do it in eForms for both your Form 1 and your Form 4. So you just do all the stuff and then you just attach that file like any other file. But for most folks, access to that file is locked behind access to the technology of a scanner of sufficient quality to capture those fingerprints in the quality that the government wants. Now, there are a couple devices out there through various NFA-related services. We're not going to drag on those individual services today or anything like that, but we will touch on some of the things that you should be aware of when you use one of those services that have like a kiosk that will take your fingerprints, for instance. But there is a way now to do that if you have access to one of these. And I wanted to share it with you today after we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by the Modern Gun School. This is an accredited online university. Whether you're looking to learn a few things or trying to break into a career in the firearms industry, this place is set up to be streamlined and work for you so that you don't have to burn a large quantity of money to get an education in the firearms arts. And that gives you some latitude to pursue other educational pursuits like a business degree on top of your firearms education. So go check them out at Modern Gun School and tell them that I sent you. What you need to know, the app on your app store is NFA Suite. Quick disclaimers. I had a conversation with the mastermind behind NFA Suite, get an idea of what the technology looks like, what its limitations, and what the kind of guide rails look like for that thing. I've accepted no money from them to tell you about this here today, although I have told them that I'm going to make this video, share my experience with you, and that if they would like to advertise on the channel on a regular basis, then the door is wide open. They can absolutely do that because I have now validated the use of this app for my own personal Form 4, and it absolutely did work. So anyway, the app is NFA Suite, and basically what it does is digitize something like this for you and generate your EFT. Now, real quick process for anybody who is still in, I'm just going to submit my paper fingerprint cards camp. These have to be submitted in duplicate. They have to be created individually. While they are free from the ATF, you still have to physically submit them and physically do them individually. You do not have to go to a law enforcement agency to be fingerprinted. You can do it yourself with your own ink pad. However, that is individually generated, and my count is 14 spaces on this times 2, and my public education math tells me that's 28 chances for failure. On top of that, if you're submitting through like an NFA trust that has more than one person on it, that is paperwork times people. So the opportunities for failure, I think you can see, go up. And then when you consider the actual process of getting the forms to the ATF, if you submit an e-form without an attached fingerprint, they're going to generate a cover letter for you. You print that cover letter out, you attach it to those forms, you put it in the mail and send it to the NFA branch of the ATF. They then take that control number on that form, match it up to your electronic filing to complete it. I think you can see the opportunities for failure here. So in my opinion, at least, the argument for the electronic fingerprint submission is pretty good. All right, Kurt, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Not doing that. Going to go to my local shop, use their technology to capture that EFT, and I'm just going to do all my stuff through them. Cool. And there's just a few things that you should consider there. If you're considering only ever doing Form 4s through that shop or that service, you never have a problem. But if you want any kind of autonomy, like you want to do Form 1s or you want to be able to make transactions outside of that system, then you might run into some problems. So first off, Form 1s. Most of the systems out there can do Form 1s. Question is, are you going to be charged for using the service to accomplish that Form 1, even though you're not actually purchasing anything? That's a question for your shop and that service. Do you want any kind of autonomy? Because those services do not just hand you your EFT. They keep it because they want you to be in their pipeline using their service. So speaking of being in their pipeline, that means that you are subject to whatever your shop has in stock or can get to you, and you are subject to whatever pricing that service is offering. So you can't just go find it somewhere and do it yourself. And if you don't want that headache, that's not something you want to do, not a problem. Using this service, the NFA Suite, allows you full autonomy to do it however you want to do it at your own will. So just understand that there are some extra cost built in to using those services. And I can't talk about MAP or dealer pricing, or I can't talk about specifically what that looks like, but just know that there's some extra built in there for using those services. You literally scan in one of these, and you don't have to use an actual fingerprint card. You can just use a piece of printer paper if you wanted to, but I like using this because it gives you an idea of how big the object needs to be. You have kind of like these bounds defined. NFA Suite also has bad fingerprint detection, so if you push too hard or something like that, or if it's smudged, then there's a fail-safe in there to make sure that you're not submitting bad data, right? And it literally took me a couple minutes to basically scan in each of the individual fingerprints that the app just literally takes you through, like, hey, we need your left thumb. Hey, we need your four fingers. You know, that sort of thing. It prompts you for each of the individual things, and you basically just move the boxes around to do it. And then you have your file. And here's where we get to talking. I don't usually talk about price, but I think it's pertinent here. There are multiple packages depending on what you're trying to do. If you're using it as an individual, then you can generate them for you and your friends, and it's a one-time, lifetime usage type thing. If you're doing it as a shop, then they have other plans to handle the bandwidth that is going to be necessary to accomplish the goals of somebody who's doing 100 forms a day type thing. While we're on the topic of the shops real quick, the same people that do NFA Suite are the people that do EFT Suite, which is a program that is set up for shops that want to stand up their own scanning program. So they've gotten a scanner of some persuasion and they want to plug it into their own system without using one of those associated services that they have to pay a bunch of money for. There's a capacity out there to do that, but I didn't dig into the back end of how that actually works. They said there's a consultation that happens with that to make it happen. Just know that that is a thing that they're also doing. So That brings me up to critiques and continuous improvement. The bad news is that this is only currently available on iOS devices, so you can't use it if you're an Android user, which that needs to change like yesterday. They need a Play Store variant of that right meow, because I think there's a lot of folks that they're leaving on the table, and ultimately, I guess in closing is I think this is something that makes the process more accessible for folks, where before, the whole time with the NFA, it has been the process is the punishment, especially now that the tax stamp has gone to $0. That is ever more true, that it is literally just oh my God, I have to do this. But if it becomes easier, then more and more people are going to do it. These things become more solidified in common use, and eventually the NFA dies the terrible death that it deserves. Anyway, that's my spiel on NFA Suite. Check it out if you feel so inclined. You can download it without paying the service to futz around with it and see how it works. And then you have to actually get in to generate anything. You have to do the subscription, right? So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something here today. Hopefully that helps, and hopefully we'll see you on another one here at the VSO Gun Channel.